Good morning, guys. Today is an exciting day. The LS block is finally going to a machine shop to get the bottom end built. This block right here. She doesn't look like much, but hopefully soon she'll be a working, running engine. So over the last little bit, I've been going back and forth on what I'm going to do with this motor. And what I'm going to do, well, what I was originally going to do was do a 383, and then that was too much for this block. Then I decided, okay, let's do a 363, and then it was a little bit pushing the boundaries of the block. So I called up a shop that does like machine work and has done LS motors before, and they recommended a 5.7. And according to a lot of things online, it said that a 5.7 is the safest bet. So we're going to bore out this 5.3 to a 5.7, put forged internals, some ARP studs, and then from there, they're going to bring the motor back, and then depending on what I can afford is what we're going to do to the top end. So I'm hoping by the time the motor is done and built and running, it should make 450 to the wheels. That's what I'm hoping for. From the original motor, which was 200, probably less the way my motor was running. But yeah, so we're gonna put the crane on it, load it up into the truck, and get ready to drop it off at the shop. Alright, so the LS is all loaded up, strapped down. We have the dolly to put it down at the shop, and yeah, she's all ready to go. So while that's at the shop, we're going to work on this, but we're going to have to work on it over the weekend. So fast forward to the weekend. Hey guys, so now it's the weekend. So some crazy news. So the LS that we dropped off, that you guys just saw, it's like a couple weeks now after I've done that. They called me like 2 days ago and told me that the block is garbage. So we're no longer putting an LS in the Mustang. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to put a top end on the original motor. Yes, the same motor that's losing oil pressure at idle. We're obviously going to redo the bottom and stuff like that. Like, well, not redo, but like refresh and like put new bearings and seals and stuff like that, and then we're gonna do like heads intake. Now, I say that now, but maybe in like a week plans change, so that's as of right now. So we're gonna start tearing apart the 5-liter because we are so strapped on time, and we need to get this done because like nothing's been done to it. I took it out. I took the bell housing off. First off, if your transmission doesn't have this, then that really sucks, because all it is to pull the motor out is bam, 4 bolts instead of having to do all those bell housing bolts. So it's just 4, the bell housing comes with the engine and you don't even have to pull the transmission out. So that's great. So right now I'm going to pull the clutch and flywheel off, and then get it on the engine stand and start taking like the wires and the hoses off and all that stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we can't put the thing on the jack stand because my bell housing bolts, zoom in, no it's not, okay, anyways, they're too short for the engine stand, so it won't bolt in. So me and Colin have to go to Rona and get longer bolts, so that's what we have to do, right Colin?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna go to Rona. Like if it was a little bit longer, it'd be able to thread into the frickin'... Well, the bolts don't work, so I'm gonna have to go to Lordco in the morning and get the proper bolts so I can do that. So I guess we'll just continue the video on a different day. Right?
Right.
Right. Okay. Fast forward to the next day. Alright, so I went and got the bolts that actually fit the, I guess, engine stand bracket that goes under the engine so I can put it on the engine stand. So I finally got those. But I'm not gonna put the engine on the engine stand because if I do, then I'm gonna wanna work on the engine and start tearing it down. Oh my god, these lights never turn on when I want them to. Good enough. And I know like, oh, you know, I need to tear the engine down and start putting it together. But I'm gonna wait for Ryan and Jared to come here tomorrow and help me with that. So instead of working on the engine, we're gonna work on these. Yeah, I got a new door and a new trunk and new tail lights for this thing, so it can start looking like a car. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the stuff out of this door. We're gonna cut the door open, just like we did on the other one, and then we're gonna fit it up. Make sure, because I have like a, I don't know if you guys can see it, like a dent right there. You can see the paint where Ryan hit me. So I want to make sure everything fits up relatively well. Like it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we need to make sure that the trunk fits because I wall tapped it a bunch and I don't know if it'll work, but we got to make sure. And then I don't know if we're going to cut the inside structure of the trunk out because one, it would make it lighter, but then once we put the wing on, it might flex the trunk, so I might just leave that. But then I think I'm gonna have to put hood pins in this because, or actually no I don't. Actually yes I do. No I don't. Because I have the old trunk out there so I can just switch the locks. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna put hood pins because these trunks don't have a hood release, so you have to open it by the key. But obviously this is a different car, so it has a different key, but I have the old trunk outside and we'll just switch them so that that works. Okay, so my camera died and the door's on. It has a little bit of imperfections there, which I tried to tap out, and then tap this out better, but it's not bad. Got nothing on the inside. It closes and opens and doesn't shake when the door's in, so I think that is great success. And then I'm trying to do, Jacob's here by the way.
Very nice.
I'm trying to get, I'll get closer. This gap right here to close, because like you can see I can put my fingers in there, but it's just a pain because there's not much room back here, and I already banged as much as I could, but we're just gonna keep trying to hammer it. And then yeah, put this in, put the other one in, try and line up the trunk, get that on, and then once everything lines up, then we can paint it all and then do that engine stuff tomorrow. Okay, so that's the best we're gonna get. Can't really see it on the camera. It's better, but it's not great. But whatever, we're probably gonna wall tap it off anyways. Or not wall tap here. Okay, so now I need to take the lock off of my old trunk and put it on the new trunk because these trunks don't have hood latches. So yeah, that's what I have to do. Jacob has been reunited with a belt from like 2 years ago.
I'm not gonna wear it ever.
Yeah, but okay, that's what we're doing. So yeah. Alright, so the lock is out, the latch is out, the hood's sitting on there, it's not bolted in, but it looks like, you know, this fits okay there. Sits around the headlight nice, or the tail light. And it looks like it sits nice here, but I won't really know until I bolt it on and see where the pivot point takes it and stuff like that. But yeah, it's starting to look like a car. And then once this is all once it's on there good, then we take it back off, we paint it, we weld the tabs for that wing right there, and paint the door, paint the tail lights, and yeah, and then we're good to go. Then we have to sand the rest of the body down a bit, repaint it black. We gotta take the Octane Monkey head off the roof, sadly, and then we do the new blue livery, and that's the body's done for paint. Anyways, my English, I don't know, I'm just out of it right now. These trunks were a pain. Anyways, and then yeah, then we work on the motor, we put the motor back in, all that fun stuff. Wire it up, get it running, do the cage, take it to a dyno to get tuned, and she'll be ready for this year. It seems there's a lot more work than I'm playing it out to be, but yeah, yeah. So I think that's gonna be it for this video right now. Tomorrow we're working on that, and if I have the time I might upload all these videos this weekend. If I don't, then I'll upload the other ones sometime during the week, because we gotta punch this, like we gotta finish this car like as fast as possible because we are far behind. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It helps so much and it gets me motivated to keep doing more stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace, guys.